Alright, hello, and welcome back to Disco Elysium. I had to plug in my headset real quick. Hello there, VO. How's it going? It's going pretty good for me. Okay, there we go. A taxidermy fish that tells time. Oh, so, when I last left off, I spoke to the union boss here, and he sent us on a task to break into somebody's house. Oh, well, thank you for the support. I appreciate it. Oh, there's something there. Oh, it's good, it's a health. Let me use that, because of the chair last time. Oh yeah, I got into the dock here by appealing to a Seminese race supremacist, and I tricked a libertarian into giving me $60. Yeah, kind of still a hobo. I mean, I have enough money to pay for a room tonight, but I also don't want to. Give me your $60. Three T's. How idiomatic. Let me think. What should I do now? Oh yeah, I'll just go break into that guy's house. Well, it's not really, well, it is kind of breaking in. He gave us a key, but, you know, we're not supposed to be there. The barrels are half full of rainwater. Yeah, we have a key, but it's, he tasked us with going to this guy's house, and he just wants us to leave the door of his place unlocked to send a message. Let's see, I got the orange bum hat. +1 reaction speed. Feeling twitchy. -1 rhetoric. Bum brain. An orange beanie with a couple of big ass holes on the side. It looks like it might have been used as a mask during an armed robbery. Door. Basement apartment. Oh wait, did I get... Oh, I forgot to go to Manana to get the key. Oh well. Let's see. This must be it. The basement door is weather-worn. The copper nails holding the upholstery in place have turned to green from sea air, and there's a knocker shaped like a lion's head.
That's probably the door Everett mentioned. We still need to get the key from this manana first, though.
Yeah, I forgot to do that. Run all the way back here. Yeah, so time only passes while you're in conversations. Like I can be in the overworld just looking around for forever, and time won't move. Also, these stairs are really weird to go up, so I have to like select the person to talk to and just wait for it to like auto walk up.
How'd you like our harbor?
He stares at you with his hazy eyes. Rhetoric. You've been in there. He means, talk to the boss man too, probably. Was nice enough. Labor utopia, not approvingly. Complete shit.
It's but a rest area on the path leading across open plains.
He notes solemnly, then turns to you, a wide smile adorning his face.
Right. You talk to the boss, eye to eye, like men of the plain. If you have any more questions, I'm set to talk.
Everett said that you have a key to a door. I'm a bit short on money right now. Can you give me some of it? Any idea who killed the hanged man?
A key, huh? What door is this key supposed to open?
He runs his fingers through his mustache. He said it belonged to a weasel. I was hoping you could tell me. I don't know, some whistleblowers, I think.
Oh, say no more. I got you. I got that key right here. And let me tell you, it's mighty good of you to help us out during the strike. Working class solidarity, as they say.
I saw an opportunity and I took it. I'm a hustle grinder. I heard something about a weasel, and it didn't sound like a local polar weasel, if you know what I mean. Wink. I'm not opening this door for myself. I'm opening it for all working men. I'm a hustle grinder. I'm not really doing this for political reasons.
Oh, so the none of the above type are you? I get it, I get it. I like to keep my distance too. But it doesn't matter. It's a good thing you're doing. Thanks. What you're looking for is a basement door behind the greenhouse. That's behind the whirling in rags. That's all I know. Our organization is what you call compartmentalized. Means we keep out of each other's business.
Okay, but where did you get the key from?
The janitor gave it to me. Nice fella. We talked about life and things that really, truly matter.
His gaze wanders off into the distance.
None of this mess we're in. This jiving and juggling. What's it for? To feed our children, I guess.
Anything else I should know about this task? This weasel person? When he'll be home? Got it.
I'm more of a philosophical dock worker. I like to talk about the big picture stuff. Who I am, who you are, what we are fighting for.
The man takes a big sip from his flask. Rhetoric. He means he's not gonna tell you, 'cause he doesn't know. But he will shoot his mouth off with you now that you're working for Everett. Island Empire. Who he is, and what they're fighting for. This is interesting. Why are you striking? Any idea who killed the hanged man?
We're negotiating our share.
Your share.
Aye.
He seems pleased with himself. Wait, so not wages or pensions or... How large a share would you like? Oh, okay. Economy stuff, I get it. I wanted to talk about something else.
This stuff, they already covered.
Shouldn't you be grateful then? It's a lot more than most people here have. At least you got the benefits, that's something. However much you feed the wolf.
It's not enough. Not enough to get ahead. More about keeping us in our place.
How large a share would you like?
All of it. However, right now we want all the harbor workers to be on the company's board, so they could take part in the decision-making process.
Rhetoric. This sedacious talk sounds like communism. Just so we're on the same page, communism is basically wanting to kill the rich people or deporting them to a labor camp in the southeast Grod. But don't say that out loud if you're a communist. Are you a communist? The boss man, Everett. What can you tell me about him? Got the picture. Let me ask you something else.
No. I don't think I'm a communist. Seeing something of value and saying I want it all to myself is a much older and simpler notion. No science to it at all. Even a weak child can think it. The only things holding someone back are I can't and I shouldn't.
But the stuff you do aligns admirably well with the World Republic. Why not call yourself a communist? Right on, brother. You shouldn't take what's not yours. Cool. I don't have anything else to add to that. Right on.
Just the way the world works, Boyadero.
The boss man.
I think it's best you make up your own mind now that you've met him. In my eyes, he is a capable organizer and a decent businessman.
What does bossing the union entail anyway? I guess you're right. I should.
I guess you kind of get to be the village chief. He oversees the harbor, makes deals with the owners or other relevant parties, watches out for his own.
By that, you mean corruption?
By heavens, why would he not be corrupt? We live in a harsh and disordered world, see? And in this world, the old man is corrupt for our benefit, and we know it. Appreciate it even. He is, personally, not too lavish.
That desk seemed lavish to me. You're right, he's very aesthetic.
He is reasonably lavish, sure. That's his prerogative. It's not like you want a saintly demeanor on a corrupt motherfucker. That would be a manipulative illusion. Besides, there are no non-corrupt systems in the world anyway, and moralism is the most corrupt of them all.
Moralism are the centrists in this world. Oh, there. Rhetoric. This man has political theory, and it has not failed him today. You seem to have spent a lot of time thinking about the political situation. I got the picture.
Sure, I've had the necessary free time. Fortunately, there's always time.
Composure. The look in his brown eyes conjures up an understanding for him. Having command of his time is the most important thing. Encyclopedia. It all comes together now. The way he speaks about scabs, his general attitude. He's a follower of a 500-year-old Franco-Nigerian Bordero code. Itself an appropriation of Vespertine cool. That of a noble peasant or a traveling herdsman. True to yourself, independent in your actions, loyal to your friends. Maybe I am a boyadero. It doesn't sound that cool. Sounds antiquated, obsolete, passé. It's not disco. No. I could, but what if? Maybe. Unless... No. The man sits on the railing, his hands reaching far and wide, yet it feels as if he could effortlessly go even wider, if need be. An endless torrent of time. Any
The
idea?
mercenary, eh? Who could have killed him? That's indeed the question. Why even do such a thing?
The merc was hanged with a very specific type of cargo belt, one often used for heavy transport areas, for example, harbors. Let's change the topic.
What a thought! Why would noble workers resort to such a thing? Unless they were pushed, of course.
Pushed how?
Your dead guy was an enemy combatant.
Hold up, what does that mean? Did you kill him?
He was an agent of the opposition, attempting to undermine our honorable efforts.
Did you kill him?
I ain't the murdering type, but that's just me. Large organizations like our union have all sorts of men, with all sorts of skills.
A drama. He's not lying about not doing it himself.
Understood. This has been of limited use. Still, thank you.
No problem. I wish the best to you in your search. Sure, I'm glad it's not my search.
He takes a sip of his flask. Leave. Okay, now I can go open the door. Now let me see. Oh yeah, I have a skill point. What do I want? Do I want another thought cabinet? Oh, I should probably also replace this. Let's remove the the race theory. Oh, ace is high. Let's see, what do we have? We have ace is high, +1 empathy for Kim. -1 authority. Embarrassment to the party. Oh, there is no bonus for that one. That would be a good one. Yeah, maybe. Here, let's do... Wait, how long are these? 2 hours, 6 hours, 3.5. Yeah, I'll just throw this one. Throw this one on there for now. This must be the basement door. It's the same thing. Carefully knock. Press your ear against the door. Use Manana's key to open the door. The leather upholstery is worn and rough against your jaw. You don't hear any movement. Perception, hearing. In fact, it's oddly silent in the yard around you. No birds chirp. You try to be as silent as you can. It takes a bit of rattling of the handle to loosen up the bolt. Finally, the door unlocks with a small clack. Thoughts race through your head. Logic. There might be important information in the apartment. I mean, there might.
Mazovian Socioeconomics. 0.000% of communism has been built. Evil child-murdering billionaires still rule the world with a shit-eating grin. All he has managed to do is make himself sad. He is starting to suspect Krasmezov fucked him over personally with his socio-economic theory. It has, however, made him into a very smart boy with something like a university degree in truth. Instead of building communism, he now builds a precise model of this grotesque, duplicitous world.
There we go. What do we got here? Bonus bonus from the thought. Left-wing dialogue options give +4 XP. -1 visual calculus. Reaction everywhere. -1 authority. Downtrodden. Inva communist. Okay. Well, the extra XP is good. I might replace it later. So what do we... Oh, what was this? I like the pain threshold one, because I don't have any health. See, bonuses from the thought reveals... Oh, that's the hobo cop one. All endurance white checks unlocked. Learning cap for endurance. Okay, that one's... I can replace that one, probably. Rhetoric. Yeah, let me replace this one. Oh, I guess I can't. Oh, yeah, that's right. You have to use a skill point to forget. Okay. Colonial Mug Collection. A row of mugs sits on the shelf. Each one depicts a human figure, a dark-skinned woman grinning amidst mysterious symbols, a broad-shouldered man shoveling potatoes, and others. Tap on the mugs. Move on from the mugs. A little ring. Though cheerful, the images on the ceramic make you feel vaguely uncomfortable. Conceptualization. There's something disdainful in the way the curves and lines of the bodies were drawn. What do you mean, uncomfortable? It looks like the artist is celebrating diversity, but underneath he's just making fun of these people. Cynical, slippery bastard. I don't see these as stereotypes. I think they're the honest acknowledgments of difference. I don't think I like the owner of this apartment. No one's telling you to like him. You might learn something from him, though. The lieutenant picks up one of the mugs, then puts it back down with a look of disdain.
I'm beginning to feel better about breaking into this man's apartment.
Whip out your yellow man mug and compare. Yes, your broken mug friend would feel very much at home here. The same humor, the same mocking lines.
There's the missing tin soldier. Whoever lives here might have used the Whirling's container to dump his trash. And now they've drawn the ire of the Union. The plot thickens, as they say.
Logic. An interesting little clue. Let's see where this goes. Clues have a way of magically connecting to other clues down the road. Island Empire. Perhaps you should break into apartments more often. Do you really think it's the same person who put the dead man's clothes in the trash?
Who knows? I'm not expecting too much from this clothes in the trash lead either way. It might turn out to be some random local matter, but still, a nice coincidence.
Whoever lives here admires fair-haired fantasy heroes with big muscles. Let's see. Intersolary dress shirt. +1 logic. Good with numbers. Pressed and spotless gleaming white shirt. The kind that serious men wear at serious intersolary offices. Not yet piss-soaked or cum-stained. Yeah, I think I'll wear that one instead of this one. A book titled The Hidden World of Walking Sticks lies open. You can almost feel the warmth of the red sun on the flag. Encyclopedia. This is the flag of Revachol, the Suzanitary. Suzanne Rintony. What's with the sun? That's good to know. Discard the... this isn't just one sun, but there's a little suns dancing around the big sun. This is the sevenfold sun miracle. What's the sevenfold sun miracle? I think the Intersolary is like one of the islands, like the main. I forget exactly what it means. Here, let me look it up in the wiki. Oh, maybe it's like a type of suit. Oh, I guess it's just a type of... It's like a full set of like a suit, I guess. And that's just what it's called. It's an optical atmospheric anomaly. The first settlers saw happens in close weather. 6 small suns around a big one. This complex halo phenomena is how old Revachol got its flag. Lieutenant, the old flag of the Caesarian. Point. Bow down before the flag. Finish thought. Don't bow to the flag. Finish thought.
Mm-hmm. The tenant is an old-fashioned guy.
By old-fashioned, he means very right-wing. Don't bow to the flag. The flag doesn't seem to mind. It's just a colorful fabric, with a sun sewn onto it. Like all feuds, flags, it looks like a children's drawing. Oh yeah, I never did finish checking the apartment. There's probably some items in there I can grab. Yeah, they give you some perk. I forget what it does though. Foreclosed by the Martinez Realty Associates. I think it's a pretty good set. There's a few different clothing sets in the game. The best one though is it's the armor that the dead guy is wearing. He only has the boots though, but you can find the other pieces of it scattered throughout the game. I know where 2 of them are. The other ones are... I don't think you get them until like the end of the game. You can get 2 of them fairly early. Gem mystery. the waves crashing in the darkness. Someone has torn down the wall. Oh yeah, how do I... There we go. Old grocery list on a table. And checks. Oh, the moralists. Oh no. Burning Camp 5. Oh, okay. Well, that's pretty good. I'm not much of a moralist here. Let's see, locked door. You hear someone walking around inside, rearranging the furniture. The number on the panel says 10. Knock again. This apartment is supposed to be empty. Did you break in here?
Excuse me? Of course not.
Logic. You have plenty of reason to enter. I don't need a warrant if I suspect there's been a break-in. Then open the door, so I can verify your identity. Are you cooking morphine in there?
Oh, come on.
There's a pause before you hear the door being unlocked. Rhetoric. Well, that was easy.
That was smart.
The lieutenant says, nodding towards the unlocked door. Looks like a fine mattress. A blister pack of medicine peeks out of the box. You should take it. Let's see. Black monkestraps. +1 to indirect modes of taxation. Affluent moneymaker man. These Per and Ingersoll shoes have no lacing, but a strap and a buckle. Due to their elegant and affluent design, they have been described as the most advanced dress shoe. So advanced, in fact, that walking through slush and mud does not leave a single trace on them.
Satisfied? My name is Marielle Charpentier, and I'm an agent with Martinez Realty Associates. I am not breaking in, as I have every right to be here. The keys, see?
I took her shoes and her medicine. Interfacing. A boy. There's a lot of different keys there. More than 20 at least.
Do you want to see my ID as well? You can't legally ask for it, but why not? Want to see my residence permit too?
Inspect the passport. I don't need your ID. I just need to ask you some questions. It feels flimsy in hand, with the words Revachol Zone of Control written under a nondescript municipal logo. There's a picture of her with shorter hair inside, along with all her personal details. Nice haircut. Hand back the passport. Everything seems to be in order. Hand back the passport.
Thank you. Do you have any questions? I need to be back in Midtown in an hour.
What are you doing here? Who lived in the foreclosed apartment down the hallway?
Oh, that's another huge mess. The former tenant owes us 3 months of rent. 3. We closed the apartment and planned on auctioning off the valuables, but And again, I have no idea how stupid mistakes like this can even happen. But Ron, when he came to close the door, didn't close the neighboring door. And there's a hole in the wall. A hole in the wall. Can you believe it? And then the tenant ran off with his stuff. He's gone. The money's gone. Just like that.
Steve snaps her fingers. Logic. The sum must have been puny. My money has also disappeared, I think. It couldn't have been that much money. These apartments look pretty shabby. So wait, what happened with the wall?
These apartments are perfectly fine. They have gorgeous architecture, a million real view of the bay, good ventilation, neighbors, life, spark, and they are affordable. I'll tell you, Martinez has a future. In a few years, it's going to blossom with artists and creatives and those radio computer wizards.
A true realtor. Rhetoric. The radio computer wizards are invested with magical economic powers. My money's
Well, it
also
does not
disappeared.
disappear from my hands. No, I don't let it.
So wait, what happened to the wall?
Don't ask me what happened with the wall. I have no idea how we're going to find the time or resources to fix it. Both apartments are now unrentable. Both.
What are you doing here?
I need to get it ready for the next lease, but as you can see, the previous tenant completely trashed the place.
Sounds like they knew how to have a good time. Reprehensible. Who lived here? I fuck shit up too.
Ha! Sounds like you've spent too much time undercover in some rock band.
Lead paint. Yeah, you get free lead paint chips. They're delicious. Rhetoric. It's not a compliment. Who lived here?
It was some kind of a moribund old man who used to be a business owner. You'd think they'd make rent.
Yeah, when I was shopping for apartments, they had some of them were just gross. Yeah, I've had that happen before. When I was shopping around for apartments, I had this one that had it would have been nice, but it had this like pond behind it, and it was disgusting looking. It was full of algae and just gross. I was like, no thank you. And this other one was like, there was like, it seemed okay, but then there was this this couple like having a domestic dispute right outside of the outside of the leasing office. That was just like screaming and throwing things at each other. It was not a good impression of the neighborhood. A sudden serious look crosses her face. This story doesn't have a happy ending.
But that was months ago. Anyway, was there anything you wanted, or is that it? I'm in a hurry.
That's all.
Of course.
Investigate the apartment. She replies, barrage me glazed over. Watching you leave. Logic. What happened here? You can't foreclose on an apartment with a hole in the wall. That looks so sad. It will still be accessible through the apartment next to it. That one didn't have a door, sadly. Nothing of great value remains here, except the stuff in the fridge. There's always a little something in the fridge. Indeed. I already took it. I came in here earlier. Took the thing out of the fridge. It was just some healing. The door is locked. You can't get in.
Hey, up here, piggo.
Let's see. Above the tarp flaps in the wind. Tarps flap in the wind. Forgotten hammers and rusty nails.
The streets will flow red once more. A great torrent rushing down Rue de Esperance. You wait and see.
The girl stares at the sailboat by the pier.
The streets will not flow red with anything. Who are you?
I'm Cindy the fucking Skull. What else do you want to know? Date of birth, blood type, the last time I was tested for Hep C.
We just want to know your name, little lady, and no need to get defensive. Don't use that tone with me. I am the law. Let's start with your blood type and go from there. Hep, yeah. When were you last tested? Just answer some questions, okay?
Go where? Accosting a minor?
Listen to your partner, pigman. Keep your grubby hooves off little old ladies.
Despite the attitude, she puts the brush aside. Perception, smell. The smell coming from her paint bucket. It's not paint. It's heavy fuel oil. You keep looking off to the side. What are you looking at? What are you doing to the wall? Do you know anything about the recent murder? Is that heavy fuel oil?
Red dyed heavy fuel oil, intended for exclusive use in government vehicles, to be precise.
What did you think I was using? Aquarels? Sucked it out of a cop's fuel tank myself. Back in Jamrock.
Fumes are bad for you, okay? You'd better hand it over. That's some clever cultural commentary.
You ain't seen nothing yet, piggy boo.
You keep looking off to the side. She turns her head to face the coast and nods disdainfully towards Joyce, performing maintenance on her boat. That's the rich libertarian lady that I took the money from. Hatred, disgust. It's difficult to tell which of the two is more present in her girlish features. Joyce, the woman on the boat, does not notice her staring.
That is on her. Someone's got to keep an eye on her.
Ozan is an archipelago 2 days' travel away from Mervishul. It's a moneyed residence, used to posh restaurants and upscale boutiques, rarely have reason to visit matinees. You mean Joyce?
On a first-name basis with her, are we? Piggy's moving up in the world.
Hold on. What's Ozone? Why all the negativity? Yeah, I don't like her either.
It's where they grow whores like her, and their whoremen.
Why all the negativity?
Have you got a crush on her? Aching for an opportunity to defend her honor.
What are you doing to the wall?
Can't you tell? I'm painting a beautiful mural, an aereo graffitio visible from low orbit. I haven't really started it yet. I'm waiting for the right words.
So, you don't know what to write. Why are you so committed to facing the building? I have an opinion on this. Want to hear it?
Have you ever tried your hand at graffitio? When faced with a blank wall, most people write unimaginative stuff, like pigs go home and Mona was here. We rarely see pigs round here, though. Just union cads. And my name's not Mona, so...
Are you so committed?
This place is severely lacking in havoc. Not even the occasional trash can fire to break up the tedium. I thought I'd mix it up, you know, summon the forces of crime and social chaos with a wall-sized invitation.
I have an opinion.
Yeah?
I love public art. Don't mind us. Keep doing what you're doing. I'm gonna have to stop you. This is hooliganism. Actually, I don't have an opinion. I lied. I love art.
Thanks. I'm sure the inspiration will come to me now that I have an official RCM stamp of approval.
Rhetoric. She means the opposite. Do you know anything about the recent murder?
I ain't no snitch, pigstein. Go forth and forage in someone else's shit. No shortage of squealers in these parts.
Actually, there is a shortage of people who talk to us in a normal, calm, informative manner.
We weren't put on this earth to make your life pleasant, fucko.
Catch you later, Cindy.
Watch your back, ungulate. You've got eyes on you.
Fucko. Okay, I don't have a skill point yet. Someone's been sleeping here recently. Cindy? Enough coal to last for several winters. Smells of chemicals. True. The most versatile word in the English language. Pour le homme. Labor genes. +1 electrochemistry. God ass. -1 reaction speed. Undecided. Although these genes look worn, the wearer must have had an ass given to them by the mighty Lord himself. That beautiful peach-shaped man-ass has imprinted itself so deep in the fabric, you can't but wonder if wearing them would start molding your own vague rear side into a more shapely form as well. Ah yes, what do my pants have? Savoir-faire, -1 savoir-faire, +1 electrochemistry. Wait, what do these do? Electro, -1 I think I'd rather have the reaction speed. I want a goddess. Okay, let's see. Looks like there was more construction here once, decades ago. The belly of this boat shines like it was recently painted. Let's see. Backyard wall. This is the wall on the side of an apartment building. Conceptualization. Impossible. 17%. Why am I looking at this wall? +2. In the dimming light, some things become clearer. +2. Cindy's artistic impulses are infectious. Or leave. Well. My conceptualization is very low. So that's probably not going to happen. Oh yeah, I don't think I did this. The coin-operated viewer has been banged up, inoperable. Wait. Oh, it's gonna make me walk all the way down here to look at this. A splatter of bullet holes lines the wall. Oh yeah, this part. This this'll be good.
Have you no shame? Whining about your back every time you bring out the measuring tape.
The man says to his partner,
René, you're a man with a fork in a world of soup. Please, let's just try to enjoy the game, alright?
a man with a fork in a world of soup. That's a good one.
I'm trying to, but you keep breaking my concentration. You're old. I can see that. We're both old. Now stop grabbing your ass like it's a girl.
Physical instrument. These manly men are playing balls. This is a ball game. Grab a ball and play it. Don't ask questions. Shoot first. Ask questions never. Shouldn't I ask what game it is first? Alright, I got this. Ball time. No, you got this. There's the ball. You're the game. Better observe them first. Hand-eye coordination. Grab the ball and show them how it's done. A moment of your time, fellows. Don't get involved in the game. No, let's go. +2, acting without hesitation. You are immediately surprised by the ball's lack of weight. No matter. You'll make it work. Feel the ball. Take in the surroundings. Let go of the ball. The cold metal ball is surprisingly smooth against your neck. It has a pattern on it, probably a sponsored ball. Yours would only be covered with bumps of learning and scars of victory. Already your muscles are adjusting to the weight, the nervous system calibrating, until you and the ball have merged into a single entity. The man ball is ready. Take in the surroundings. A chilly breeze ruffles your hair as you stand there, feet firmly planted. All sounds, smells, even the wind. Everything fades until the only thing left is the union of man and ball. There is time for a last glance inward. Who am I? An embodiment of pure motion, a fine-tuned locomotor, running at maximum efficiency. Esprit de corps. Some would still say you're a cop, but I guess we're beyond that now. The inertia can be contained no more than a bullet leaving a gun. Let go. Be the bullet.
de merde!
Rhetoric. A whorehouse of shit.
What the hell is your problem?
Not a weak, not a weak right tricep, that's for sure. Problem. I don't understand.
I don't care if you are a cop. You do not just ruin someone's game. It's so goddamn disrespectful.
I'm sorry. Wait, what? I'm sensing anger, and I don't understand why.
You vandalized our game, son. We can't play petanque with 5 bull.
Sorry. An honest mistake. Are we good? P-tank. Oh, panique. I don't know what he said. I understand. I thought it was a shot put.
Well, it damn well isn't. It's petanque. You ruined a
Petanque.
petanque game. We want our bull back.
Take it easy, René. This is just a misunderstanding, isn't it, officer? No harm done.
Of course there's harm done, you orange slug. You owe us a goddamn bull.
Okay, I'll try to fix this, accept the task. Listen, guys, the ball is gone. And I have a murder to solve, alright?
Good. Mistakes are forgiven when men at least try to right their wrongs. I believe you will try. Now, why did you approach us?
Rhetoric. Yes, why did you come here? It's unlikely they know anything about the murder. Logic. So, you know, he might know something. This is a good vantage point. Renee, I found your guard booth. Oh yeah, I found that yesterday, and there was a picture in it. Do you know anything about the man hanged in the backyard of the Whirling in Rags? You seem to be playing in a crater.
Unfortunately, I don't. Unlike most of the locals, I have no qualms about assisting law enforcement, but this affair has passed me by completely.
And most of the locals.
In Martinez, the union is the law, so can you really blame them?
But you don't have a problem with cops.
Cop is a pejorative term. I don't have a problem with policemen. On the contrary, I admire the effort to bring order to our streets.
Rhetoric. He doesn't know about the crime. Your time is better spent discussing politics. What about police women? So, again, you don't know anything.
If I knew, I would not be afraid to tell you. I simply don't. I'm an old man, not a coward. The daily business of the riffraff no longer concerns me.
Drama. 'Tis true, sire. He knows nothing.
Yes, the Debardeurs Union pays me to stand vigil during the nights. Not out of any political allegiance, mind you. I'm an old man. Don't sleep more than a few hours every night anyway, and money is tight.
He adds with a slight sigh. You must have seen something on that night of the murder. Your booth looks right into the yard. I saw a picture in there. You were in it. Who's the girl? Got it.
Yes, it does. Unfortunately, I wasn't working that night. Been on a 2-week leave since last Monday.
Hold on. Why are you on leave? So, who was working your shift that night?
It's a private matter. Nothing to do with your investigation.
You see, officer, René is the kind of man would rather die than admit he needs medical assistance or, God forbid, sick it. A real man's man is just gonna ride it out.
I'm fine, goddammit. Mind your own business. It's nothing. Just got to cut back on coffee.
The outburst makes him clutch his chest. So, who was working your shift that night?
No one. The boss has been on
Me
man
too.
since last Monday. There's no other guard. It's just me.
No one has been guarding the container yard since last Monday.
Yes. It's not actually an issue. I mean,
Look, officers. The container yard doesn't actually need a guardsman. Never had one before René. Monsieur Claire had that booth built specially for him. It's mostly decorative.
Mostly decorative. So it doesn't matter if you're there or not.
the possibility of someone being in there is enough to discourage any ill-minded individuals.
He tries to argue.
Evrard created this job for René because he knows the Royal Carabiners' pension of honor and PTSD isn't something a man can live off. A decorated Kingsman collecting tear reflects bad on the whole neighborhood. His words.
Everard gets it. Big guys looking after the small and everyone working together. I love it. Such dependency only weakens a man further. Do or die. There is no middle ground. René is but one man. We need a program. Get all the elderly back in the job market. Keep folks motivated. René should rent out his services, invest the profit, get a few more guys, expand and repeat. Wage work is a dead end. There's absolutely nothing wrong with tar collecting. It's my side thing too. Probably hold out the tar bag. That's the hobo cop. The hobo cop option. That's the.
Can we conclude the topic of my guard booth now?
There's a grimace of pain on the old soldier's face. Looks like he wants to argue but can't find words. I saw a picture in there.
She
Hobo cop.
is nobody. This is none of your concern, and I refuse to discuss my private affairs with the RCM.
Right now I've got hobo cop and sorry cop. The best combo. The sorry hobo.
The lady is Jeanne-Marie Beaulieu, and she sure as hell wasn't a nobody.
Yes. Like I said, it would be up anyway, so might as well keep an eye out. It keeps my senses sharp.
You seem to be playing in a crater.
Yes. The terrain here provides an interesting variety to a familiar game.
Does it have anything to do with all the bullet holes I've been seeing around?
Yes. It was left by heavy artillery fire.
Okay. It's a crater left by artillery fire, but why?
Why what?
Why was heavy artillery used?
Because that's what happens when communists hijack your country, execute your supreme leadership, and turn your capital into a slaughterhouse. You use heavy ordnance to clean up your home.
Wait, who are the communards again? Did you use artillery fire against them? Maybe we can do this history lesson later.
Sadly, no. It was the foreigners who brought them to their knees. We fought valiantly. Too valiantly. So valiantly we got licked.
He adds, squeezing a bull in his fist.
Should have fought dirty, like they did with their suicide sex cult propaganda and mad anarchist women strapped to shrapnel bombs. We didn't so, and we lacked caliber. God bless him, but the suzerain's cannons simply weren't big enough.
Logic. It was probably a bit more complicated than that. Why shell them here in Martinez? They should have chosen a place away from people and buildings. Look around. I understand. I'd bomb this place too.
Because this place is a damn beachhead. Had to soften the commies up first.
The beachhead.
Yes. The military coordinated amphibious landing to take back Revachol. Martinez was used as one of the 3 footholds in Revachol during Operation Deathblow in '08. The other 2 are off in Stella Maris and the Delta.
Hell yeah, brother. That's the that's the way. A death blow sounds grim. Nod thoughtfully, and turn to look northeast. Shake your head, and look down at the crater.
This here is Blood Ground, where Coalition boots first made landfall and cleaned those rabid dogs out. Most likely, we're playing pétanque on their mangled corpses.
Blood ground. You got old René going there. Like he isn't hungry enough already.
Hold on, the Coalition. Is that why everything is so bombed out? Ah, that explains all the war damage.
Damn right, son. They laid the fire of hell on the city before they stormed it. And it worked, too.
There was a strange gleam in his eyes.
The rest of the city got cleaned up, but Martinez they keep as a monument. And now the Union Socialists are practically running the place.
Well, it's your own damn fault. You, we, the Coalition, Revachol, whoever you want to blame, never finished the job.
You don't even
Oh,
begin
I thought he was
to fully
done.
understand the players at the table, let alone the specific circumstances surrounding the... What do you think?
Rhetoric. Thinking men have opinions on these things. Present one. That's how it should be. Soft socialists paving the way for the hard-working class to take over. Foreign powers cleaned up our mess, and now they rule us. Shake your head in shame. This coalition seems quite capable, actually. Commies just don't understand how money works. Nothing. I just do. Paving the way. Cleaned up arm. Sure.
I'm sorry it had to be them. After 8 years of fighting those hyenas, boiling cats for food and drinking piss in the mountains, I would have preferred if the Right Honorable King Guillaume returned through Revachol, or even if that damn clan Frisell had risen from the grave and led us. Sadly, that was not the case. Instead, all that is just, holy, and beautiful in the world was wiped away, and now it's neon signs with toothpaste ads everywhere. Foreign influence peddling garbage and stupid music on the radio. This is just what the commies wanted. This was their plan all along. This is what they wanted to replace the role of the suzerain with.
Who was this Frisell? You mentioned Guillaume. What exactly is a suzerain?
A true king in both blood and mind led Revachol before Frisell. He would have been better, but the damn commies drove him into exile.
Drama. Some manner of self-deceit is present in his thinking. Sounds like this Guillaume abandoned him, and he doesn't want to admit it. This is Frisell.
Damn Frisell. He was the king we couldn't protect. The Carabineers failed
It's
him,
Frizzle.
and the clown. He died in the hands of the Hyperlay, in a very public execution.
Oh no, they they publicly executed Miss Frizzle. No. Composure. He slouches as he says it. It makes him smaller, admitting they left the king to the mob.
The suzerain is the king! Has everyone forgotten already? They've forgotten already. It's no use talking to you. You were still in Daddy's balls when it happened. When we took our last stand against the filth and rode the cavalry straight into gunfire.
Composure. Legendary 17% -1 through the bowl into the sea. +1. Know Renee's job situation. What was it about this old soldier that makes him stand so proud? Well, I don't think that's going to happen. Let's... Enormous bulls, worthy of a real man. Some great tectonic force has cracked the pavement, like an eggshell. Oh, actually, I'm missing morale. I can pat the mailbox now. Good mailbox. The mailbox seems happy. Perception. Eat shit, pig. Fucked by the Kuno. And Saint G, with a crown, have been scribbled on it. Genie is a whore, and Basit. Mailbox, also. I feel you, mail collection box. Been there. Post-La Adventure mailbox, collection box. Been there. Mail collection box, you should man the fuck up. There. I healed some morale. Let's see. I could probably talk to Kuno again and get some information. I don't know what time the body is. I think Kim just, like, tells me that he's ready. I don't remember. Oh yeah, my thought cabinet. Is there anything searching here? But that takes a while.
Fuck does Kuno care?
I want to discuss the body with you again, Kuno. I have more questions about the crime scene. Empathy, figure out what's going on with the kid. +2, shot the body down. Backed down from Kuno.
The fuck about it?
Where's the rest of his armor?
Kuno doesn't give a shit about the armor.
How come? Okay, another question.
Kuno's fuck gimp's got one big thing wrong with him. He's a fucking mutant.
A mutant?
Look at him. Fucking growth hormone shit. He's a giant. The armor's too big for any man. Kuno doesn't give a shit about that freak armor. Kuno threw that shit away.
He drills his temples with his fingers in some strange aggressive gesture. What do you mean you threw it away?
Kuno tried to get the helmet on. It was too big.
He performs a kickoff on the imaginary helmet.
Kuno kicked that shit in the sea, rugby style. That shit means nothing to Kuno.
What do you mean you threw it away? You threw it into the sea.
Kuno tried to get the helmet on. It was too big.
He performs a kick. Oh, okay.
Kuno kicked that.
He threw it into the sea.
That shit means nothing to Kuno. Kuno doesn't give a shit about material shit. Kuno's a fucking monk. You wanna fuck on someone about that armor? Go fuck the mustached union fuck. The jolly troubadour shit at the gate.
What do you mean, troubadour?
Yeah, cocking boot. You know that jolly union cow fucker? Came around talking about cows or some shit? Came around pretending like he cares about cows? So yeah, he's the one you want to talk to. He's fucking crazy about that armor shit. Coming here pretending like he likes cows. Trying to catch a peep at Kuno's armor. Go to the gate. Ask him yourself.
Me too. If only I could be as cool as Kuno. Drama. Curious, my liege. Why did Kuno feed you this information? And you're just telling me this out of the kindness of your heart, Kuno. Let it be.
Yeah, Kuno's doing charity today. Kuno Day.
Kuno's
Kuno
a
feels
fucking
sorry
monk.
for you two loser pigs. Kuno's doing pity now.
There are contusions all over his body. Did you do that?
Fuck are you talking about? What is this contusion shit?
He grabs his head like it's suddenly hurting.
He says you're stupid, Kuno. They want to make you stupid again.
A contusion is a bruise. I'm talking about the marks your stone left on the corpse. Yes, that's what I'm saying. You're stupid. I hate words too. Let's back up. This isn't going anywhere.
Oh, did Kuno make your shit sniffing harder? Obstruction of shit sniffing. This is Kuno's kingdom. Kuno fucking rules here.
Perception, hearing. You hear the lieutenant hum.
You're testing Kuno's patience here.
Get lost.
I have more questions about the crime scene.
Yeah? The kingdom of Kuno? The fuck do you want with it?
Kingdom of Kuno? The dead man's clothes were in the trash container. How'd they get there?
Yeah, Kuno doesn't know shit about that. That shit is beneath Kuno.
I need to know. It could be a lead in the investigation. Someone may have tampered with the murder scene. Right about something else.
Listen. Kuno doesn't care about this small-time shit. Just listen. Kuno saw what you did there, dumpster diving. Sad shit. Kuno could hook you up with some sweet rags. Shit like Kuno's wearing. Your size, good price. 500 real.
Oh, I can look like Kuno? Yeah. Wait, I asked you what happened to his clothes. You must have seen them lying around. Alright, entertain me. What's so great about these pants? And no, Kuno, you don't know anything about the tampering I'm investigating, and I already have pants. Entertain me.
Pig, these are found modulars. Liquid fit, performance crotch, urban survival shit. Made in Mirova by scientists. Pants scientists.
Pants scientist?
Believe it, you need this shit.
He unzips his jacket to give you a quick peek at the plastic-wrapped pants. They are graphite black and look brand new. Savoir-faire. These could drastically improve your chances of survival in the urban wilderness. Physical instrument. Coach, physical instrument, endorses these pants. They are tartan ready. Conceptualization. They will also make you into an idiot. Wait, I asked you what happened to his clothes.
Look, Kuno ain't seen shit lying around, except for that there. Now you want performance gear or not, Grandpa?
Grandpa. I might be interested in the pants. Let's talk about this later.
Alright, Pico. Shit's rolling.
Don't do business with the pig, Kuno. He's going to steal all your money, Kuno.
As you can see, Kuno and C don't trust you. Can't do business without trust.
Empathy. There's more to his distrust than being a pig. He feels threatened by something obscure in you. What that is, however, remains a puzzle for now. There's also a mug in the trash. Show him the mug. The ladder. Ever climb it? Point the ladder in the tree.
The fuck? A mug in the trash? Is this about the fucking clothes again?
Yes, does this racist mug have anything to do with it? Yes, does this antiquated depiction of a South Sumerian man have anything to do with it? Yes. Does this quaint, better not taken out of its historical context mug have anything to do with it? Actually, talking about this makes me uncomfortable. Let's back up a notch.
Yeah,
Let's just...
back out of this shit with Kuno.
Back out and take your fat ass with you.
The ladder ever climb it?
Look at that fucking shit. You're trying to get Kuno killed.
So, you would say that the ladder is unclimbable.
Fuck does Kuno know? Kuno's not a fucking acrobat.
The lieutenant takes a quick note in his notebook.
It's a trap, Kuno. Don't climb it, Kuno.
What's in the greenhouse over there?
Dunno. Kip that gardener used to work there.
Its encyclopedia, kipt is a pejorative term used to describe people of South Seminese or Areopagite descent. It used to be a common first name among the Areopagite of Ilmaran. Not so much anymore. Hold on, the gardener used to work there. You mean the young woman by the whirling in rags, the gardener?
Look, Kuno doesn't explain shit. Kuno just says shit.
He looks you in the eye and nods, as if agreeing with himself. Rhetoric. Yeah, her. Logic. What was she doing in the greenhouse in March anyway? What kind of gardening is done in March? I should ask her about this. There's a stack of Eternite back there.
That's just some shit roofing gimps left behind. Lazy dinks.
Drama. He's hiding something. Are you hiding something? Shit. Some gimps left behind. Sounds legitimate. Let's move on. You hiding something?
If Kuno was hiding something, it would be hidden.
He says with exaggerated confidence. Drama. But it is not hidden, is it, sire? You picked up on it. You should examine the pile of roofing material again.
Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit. Kuno doesn't fucking care.
Kuno doesn't fucking care. Let's see, it's an inconspicuous pile of roofing material, Eternite. Let's see. Why am I looking at this pile of roofing material? +1 drama. Said to take another look. There we go. Perception sight, because there's a secret door hidden behind the panels of Eternite. That's why they're too orderly. Pull the panels aside. There it is. You see a shabby little door.
What is this, then? A tool shed? Let's investigate.
An empty tube of magnesolium, magnesium supplement. A silver plate with traces of bone yellow powder. Electrochemistry. Be still, my beating heart. It's amphetamine. Sweet amphetamine. The lieutenant isn't studying the powder in the mirror. He's studying you. Rhetoric. There's a good vague way to ask where he stands on drug use. Professionally, I mean. Someone has taken narcotics here. Perhaps the police should interfere. I wasn't thinking about taking it, I swear. I was thinking about justice. I've heard amphetamines make you a really good detective. Are you a really good detective?
Perhaps not. This is below our pay grade, detective. However,
He points to the ladder in the corner.
see that ladder there? It's probably another way into the industrial harbor, no? A secret path the local kids use.
The poster says, "Get out of the way or get fucked up." Cured pig's head. It looks mummified. Is this Lord of the Flies? This doorway is going to collapse soon. Restoration pillars keep the ruins together. Postcard. Oh, it's this giant. Oh, yeah, the giant. The giant novelty check. This 20 by 50 centimeter check looks like it's meant to be handed over ceremoniously on a gala-like event. It supposedly is exchanged for 25 real at your local Fritz store. Below the number, a careful hand has written the words, "A constable's rent." All of it. Alright there, view. Let's see. A note. Worthless in a pawn shop. Postcard Grand Curon 37. This postcard depicts an ill-advised residential area overlooking the Jamrock Quarter. 13-story building lines the hillside like sarcophagi. An ominous fog already rises from beneath. There are the last boom years. In 39, the project fails catastrophically, leaving behind an opiate and hepatitis B infested slum. Photo of a happy couple. Oh, yeah, that's Renee. A black and white. Oh, I read that yesterday. That's right. Okay, there's a little bit of money. But I have the card to just get into the harbor, so I don't need to. I don't think you can do the jump actually. Once you have the key, it wasn't giving me the option. Here, I'll go back and ask talk to the gardener about the stuff. Oh, actually, no, I'll do that later.
Hello again, officer. How are things?
Tell me, what exactly have you been doing in your greenhouse in March?
Well, this might be the last snow we get. At least I hope so. Snow has nutrients in it. Helps everything green up in the spring. At least that's what my grandma always told me.
She smiles shyly. Drama. Yes, think about the cute grandma, not the weird snow. The grandma is a bit too much. What nutrients? Visual calculus, medium. Squint your eyes and look at her intently.
A bit much? What are you talking about? That's what my grandma told me, okay?
Drama. She feels interrogated now. It's hard to say if she's lying.
Relax, miss. This is not an interrogation. We are just checking some facts.
What nutrients?
Nitrogen and sulfur mostly. And whatever factories and aerostatics exhale too, I guess.
Success. Visual calculus. Stop looking at her. Look around. What do you see? The traffic jam. The plaza. An entrance to the yard? That's right. And the canal, the bookstore, the harbor gates. This is a great vantage point for keeping an eye on you. Are you by any chance keeping an eye on us? Noted. But I'll keep it to myself. Glad to have been of service. Now you know. The locals are keeping tabs on you. Oh, can I do the field autopsy now? Oh yeah, I'm waiting for that. And I can't do that until tomorrow. Let's see. I don't know if I can do the field autopsy now or what. Probably. Let me see. Do I have a skill point yet? No. Oh yeah, that's right. In order to succeed, the body has been taken down. 2. The autopsy has been finished. 3. And Kim has to be absent. He wouldn't approve. This will be devilishly tricky. So don't beat yourself up if you managed to send the body to the processing without getting hold of the boots. Get boots off of the victim's feet. Well, I'll try to do that. I think I wait until Kim goes to bed and then I walk out and do it, I guess. Oh, do I need to talk to Gart still? I think I do. Yeah, I'll go talk to Gart real. Well, I'll have to do that later anyway. I'll just do the autopsy now. The rotting man lies on his side, with his eyes looking straight through you. The belt is still around his neck. His body is supine and open to intrusion by autopsy. The lieutenant adjusts his glasses and takes a deep breath. First, what exactly is a field autopsy? Tell me something, dead man. Try to remove the dead man's boots. Let's not do that.
Come on, officer. You know what a field autopsy is. You've done 100 of them.
Encyclopedia. What you do know is, at 18.9 kilometers, the dormant shell volcano, Corpus Mundi, is the world's highest summit, and the failure of the 38 single Et Prus du Sang to crack the top 20 was the death knell of disco. But what a field autopsy is, you have no idea. Why don't you know? What use are you? Clap your gloved hands. Let's get in there. Yeah, let's get back to this later.
There truly is a time for everything, even for yellow gardening gloves. However, they are lacking hygienically. I suggest you get in there in limited capacity.
Alright. I don't know. What do you mean?
I'll ask you when I need you to. For the most part, maybe I should handle the contact and you take notes?
We just fill this in, right? Show him the red field autopsy form in your ledger.
That's right.
Logic. Yeah, we got this. We're smart. Open your ledger, the field autopsy form. Tell me something, Deadman.
Shoot, Looney Rooney.
Which was it that killed you then? Love or communism? I think I went through everything else already.
Huh?
You said love killed you, but when you fell down, you said it was communism.
You're misquoting me, Rooney. I said communism killed me. Love did me in.
Rhetoric. You really need to learn the difference, buddy. This is embarrassing. This is...
Come back later, Corpo. Amuse yourself with my frank manners and my memento mori features. If possible, also, see me in your dreams.
Open your ledger to the field autopsy form. The dead man stares in silence as you crack open the ledger. The bright red paper is covered in boxes and lists describing the condition of the skin and organs in 3 parts. Above those, an 11-field info form needs filling out first. Let's begin with... Begin. I. Assistant. 1. Assistant. Let's jump ahead to the 3-part summary. Let's pause this autopsy.
That's you.
Only the first question, and already I don't know the answer. Leave it empty.
Not an energetic start to an autopsy, I agree.
Pig's messed up. Kuno feels pity.
You know if he's spitting?
Just leave it empty, officer.
Leave it empty. The corpse lies there, indifferent to your retrograde amnesia. The next box says, 2 coroner's case number.
KK57-0803.0815.
Logic, KK, Kim Kutsuragi, 57, Precinct 57. Followed by his date, 803, and time of arrival 8:15 on the scene. He's indexed the case after himself, not you. Rhetoric. That's because he doesn't want to bring up the messy question of your initials. Shouldn't we file the coroner's case under me? Technically, I arrived at the scene first. Write it down.
And what would that make the alphanumeric?
I have no idea.
I do. KK57-0503-0815.
Write it down.
Next.
3. Name.
NA. Next.
4. Date of birth.
NA.
5. Age.
Roughly 50.
Write 50. The corpse looks ageless, like meat on a hook. 6. Race.
Mondial.
Encyclopedia. Fair to olive-skinned. From the Isola of Monday. This is as vague as it gets. You might as well say whitish. Write it down. The pudgy mess of curdled meat looks neither mondial nor anything other. 7. Sex.
Fucky, fucky!
The little monster exclaims energetically.
Male.
Pigs can have sex.
Right, fucky fucky. Right, male. Right, pig's gonna have sex. Nor does he look male with his pregnant belly and indistinguishable face. 8. Date of birth.
We're still going with March 4th, 51.
Right, 4/03/51.
What else? 9. Body identified by is non-applicable. 10. Case number is the same as the coroner's case.
Wait, I just realized. They don't use the American way of dating things. No. They put the day first. What else? He looks over your shoulder. Number 9, body identified is non-applicable. 10, case number is the same as the coroner's case. With the cargo belt still around his neck, only one box remains. 11, evidence of treatment.
None, at least not after the initial examination.
What exactly is treatment anyway? I'm not so sure. Didn't the footprints look like he was carried over? Agreed. No treatment. I'm not so sure.
Interfering with the body's position or wounds post-mortem.
Not so sure. Looks like he was carried over.
They'd have to have incapacitated and carried him over. This man was more than a match for untrained dog walkers.
He places his hand on the dead man's chest as if in preparation. Composure. Your central nervous system recognizes this gesture. It's the stations of the breath. Excellistic, religious in nature. A holdout from pre-DeLorean burial rites. It takes him 2 seconds to perform, then. Esprit de corps. Somewhere in Jamrock North, a small wood shed behind Rosenkrantz Row, Lieutenant Nick Vorbach puts his hand to the chest of a small corpse, no larger than a monkey. It's raining outside. Light drizzle. There is darkness in the shed. Elsewhere yet, an obese female sits in a wicker chair, her silhouette ball-like against the window. Outside, grand courtroom. The day is turning dim for Sergeant Mac Torsom. Hand extended, he approaches to make sure he is dead more than anything else. And so all across Jamrock, Coal City, GRIH, 42 deceased persons found today, 42 stations of breath.
We should start the post-mortem.
Turn the page. The corpse cannot feel Kim's hand on his chest. It's no longer meaningfully interacts with its surroundings. A thicket of boxes and lists on red copier paper tries to answer why. 1. External examination summary. 2. Internal examination summary. 3. Description of injuries summary.
Clothes. The deceased wears armored boots and white briefs. The make of the briefs is Babrodine, I think. Let's see.
He turns the body onto the side to check the underwear label.
See, it's happening.
Babrodine, yes. Inexpensive. Size M. Color white.
The disappointment is palpable. The red-haired thing was expecting something more lurid. Write it down.
The boots are ceramic. vitreous enamel. They are fused to his skin from blood flowing downward post-mortem. Removal of the boots is left for processing.
A drama. It would be clever of you to omit the boots altogether, sire, if you are to keep them for yourself, as you ought to. You have deserved them more than anyone else. When am I gonna get them? Omit the boots. Write it down. I want the boots. Omit the
boot has a serial number. It's E50.100.100. The lines between the plates are in the shape of the alphanumerical. The number is purposefully concealed by the design.
Write it down.
Tattoos.
He stands up, feet planted on either side of the body.
The upper torso is covered in a single, continuous tattoo, resembling a national pattern. It reaches from the right shoulder to the heart. The ink is blue and white. The assistant has a color photograph of the markings, to be added to the case files as document A1. The photo is taken on the scene, using a Trigat Mini.
Write it down.
The deceased has a belt for airlifting cargo around his neck, tied with a hangman's knot. Color, yellow. Length, 3 meters. There is a buckle on the other end.
Write it down.
Well-nourished, athletically built, measuring 1.8 meters. Generally consistent with age, about 50. Preservation is good. Ambient temperature, below freezing.
Write it down.
Body hair is light brown. Distribution is consistent with age. The deceased had male pattern baldness. Hair is combed back, short.
Touch the corpse's hair before moving on. Write it down. Short, light brown, male pattern baldness.
Lividity is consistent with hanging. The head is congested. Contusions are present on the head, chest, and thighs. Consistent with stones thrown post-mortem. Low velocity.
Fucking low velocity? You think Kuno doesn't know what you're talking about? Velocity was fucking max. Talking shit about Kuno's velocity.
In addition, there are bite marks on the face, scalp, and chest. Consistent with predation.
Write down. Write down, but amend for high velocity.
Ligature mark.
The lieutenant produces a small folding knife, with the other hand pulling on the belt. He starts cutting into the polyester. The stench is horrid. After a while, it's obvious the material cannot be cut.
The steel wiring. There's too much of it. We need to remove the belt so we can get to the ligature mark.
Interfacing. You got this. You got the right tool for that. The chain cutters. Oh yeah, I'm prepared. At the chain cutters. Good thing we got these chain cutters. Pull out the rubber grip chain cutters. The hanged man. Let's see. The hanged man lets out a joyous little bubble of rot from his nose.
Always good to think ahead. Now...
He points to the rope squeezing the dead man's neck.
We need to cut the belt to see the ligature mark below. Carefully, with as much precision as you can.
See, my pig is gonna fuck his head off.
No, he ain't. Your pig's a boring fuck.
Oh, hello, VO. Welcome back. I'm doing the field autopsy report, and I have to cut the belt thing off of his neck with the chain cutters. Let's see. Yes, I'm Kuno's pig. I agree. I'm not your pig, Kuno. Look for a good spot to cut. Physical instrument. Cut the belt off. I'm your pig, Kuno.
You are? This pig is Kuno's.
Look for a good spot to cut. The belt is equally tight around the whole circumference of his neck, swelling over the edges, like white bread rising from the yeast. Oh, yeah, I'm trying to get affiliate, I guess. I mean, it doesn't really matter, but you get a lot more stuff if you become an affiliate. Like, I could have emotes and all that. And what do you call it? Like little alert thingies. Oh, and I could use the throw thing. I forget what it's called. Oh, hello there, Faye. How are you? The thing... Oh, it's called, oh yeah, it's called TITS. It's the Twitch Integrated Throwing System. That's it. Now I remember. It's a catchy little slogan or thing. You can throw things at me. Oh, cool. The tits, yeah. Alright, let's see. Cut the belt off. 3. 83%. +3 interfacing gave instructions, +1 agreement with Kuno. Let's see. Knowing this game, I'm going to probably cut his head off or something. Oh no, it worked. Okay. Physical instrument. After some deliberation, you sink the cutters into the knot, trying the belt together. You squeeze the rubber handles together, sweat forming on your brow. Press down. Snap. The knot is slashed. Another cut in the belt falls apart like a flower bouquet, revealing the dead man's neck and the dark red ligature marks around it.
The rope rises to a point, leaving a gap in the ligature mark. The suspension point is in the back of the neck.
The rope, rises to a point, leaving a gap.
Hemorrhaging is observed on the skin, above and below the ligature mark. The mark is well pronounced, consistent with a drop from 1 or 1.5 meters.
Write it down.
Chest is intact, normal contour. Abdomen is protuberant. Pelvis intact. Genitalia...
He pulls down the man's underpants.
No! Let's get up and see!
I fucking knew it!
Genitalia is male and unremarkable. No evidence of injury.
Inspect the genitals. Write it down and move on. The dead man's penis is average-sized, congested from the downward collection of blood. The testicles are uneven in length, hanging underneath. The genitalia is greenish. Marbling is present around the crotch. Write it down.
Back is symmetrical and intact. Upper and lower extremities are intact, but asymmetrical. There are combat injuries on the right hand, thigh, and hip. In addition, I see smaller, residual scars, too numerous to count, covering about 30% of his skin.
Write it down.
Last item, hands.
He takes the man's right hand in his, inspects it, then moves on to the other hand. Pick up the hand. Let the lieutenant work alone.
Hands are clean. No sign of a recent struggle.
Were we expecting any? Write it down.
I was. Maybe I'm just not seeing them. Honestly, this stench is making it hard for me to think at the moment.
Write it down.
Ooh. That's all for the external. Well done. What next?
The internal.
Central nervous system. I have nothing. Do you have anything on this man's central nervous system?
Conceptualization. Of course, there is a moral to be drawn from it. A moral to this story. If I may add the moral of this story. Nope, right NA.
What would that be?
He looks at you inquisitively. The dead man looks too, with barely contained excitement, to hear the moral of his story. The brain is very vulnerable to compromises in its blood supply. All right,
I think that may well be the moral of every story, officer.
The lieutenant grins.
Good. Musculoskeletal. Purge fluid is coming from the mouth. Not injury related. Eyes and tongue protuberant. Hyoid bone. Let's see.
With his eyes almost closed, the lieutenant puts his hand on the dead man's throat and begins to massage it gently. A rotting smell erupts from the mouth. Purge fluid runs down his lips, black and viscous.
Yeah, jack that fucker off!
The hyoid bone is fractured. The rest of the musculoskeletal system is intact. Unremarkable.
Write it down.
Respiratory system.
Back hunched, as if in prayer, he begins to pry open the dead man's jaws. He stops to exert more force. Both hands are used.
Oral cavity shows no lesions. The victim has received dental implants, possibly after a combat wound. Mouth swollen. Hemorrhaging present in mucosa of the lips and mouth.
Look inside the dead man's mouth. No scream, no sigh of relief rises from the darkness inside. It's humid there. Sickly sweet air unlike anything living. You feel like you're about to throw up again, straight in the mouth of his. Look deeper inside. Oh no, let's not do that.
Hepatobiliary, NA.
He wipes his brow. Why don't we have anything?
Are you a hepatobiliary expert?
I don't think so.
Neither am I.
What is it?
That's it. Same for toxicology and serology, NA.
Both?
Unless you have untapped reservoirs of knowledge there?
Encyclopedia. Reservoirs. No. But they do take obscure trivia and odd tidbits. Would obscure tidbits and odd trivia fit in the fields? The completionist in me wonders if there's something we could still do.
No. Like a toxicology screening? At this stage, I doubt processing will find anything, even if he was brimming with cocaine. But still, you should add a request.
Write NA and add toxicology requested.
Cardiovascular. The body exhibits heavy lividity. Blood has gathered in the hands, feet, and neck. Hypostasis is visually consistent with the hanging.
Write it down.
Gastrointestinal.
He breathes a sigh of approaching relief. This is the last field on the list. He looks around, to the ground, the pool of feces there. Logic. This will do.
Digested semi-solid food in stomach. Voila.
He touches the corpse's bloated lower abdomen, briefly. Write it down, omit the voila. Write it down. Keep the voila.
What's next on the list?
3. Description of injuries.
Let's see. We have bite marks, contusions on the head and chest, and a ligature mark encircling the neck. You'll need 3 fields. Leave a 4th one too.
Bite marks. Contusions, ligature mark. What is the 4th inquiry field for?
Nothing. Just in case.
Bite marks.
Head, chest, and scalp bite mark injuries. Predation by birds has caused damage to the body. Odontologist does not need to be consulted. And your opinion, officer?
A. Fatal injury. B. Non-fatal post-mortem.
Agreed. Next injury?
Contusions.
So, the scalp bleeds from a post-mortem head injury, a stone. The injury does not have the rim of an early inflammatory response. The perpetrator on the scene has confessed to causing it post-mortem.
At maximum velocity, fucko!
Has confessed to causing it at maximum velocity.
Write it down. Coagulated blood sticks to his scalp and chest, where the countless stones have hit the dead man. Beneath the description of inquiry, 2 boxes. Option A, fatal injury. Option B, non-fatal post-mortem.
Right. Next.
3, ligature marks. Finish the autopsy.
A dark red abraded ligature mark encircling the neck, with a gap on the nape measuring, let's say, 7 centimeters. The hyoid bone is fractured, the cervical column intact. I see hemorrhaging on the skin, above and below the ligature mark. Depth of the mark, 1 centimeter. No signs of clawing on the neck.
Write it down. Below the note, 2 customary boxes wait to be ticked. The man's head jerks to the side, awaiting your judgment. The ring around his neck is visible. Fatal injury.
That's it. We have established cause of death. It's not much, and it leaves much to be questioned, but it's a start. Let's wrap this up. I pronounce this field autopsy over.
He produces a small black plastic roll from his jacket, a body bag. Let's wrap this up. I pronounce the field autopsy over. First, how did it go?
Well, we established probable cause of death. Some would say that's the goal of an autopsy.
I'm just trying to make it a side thing. I mean, if I could make it a career, I guess I would, but I don't see that happening.
We also requested a toxicological screening. That was thorough. The results should arrive in a couple of weeks, if we are lucky. I would not hold my breath. We were
What
thorough
else?
with the list of injuries, too. We described them all in detail. What is there to say? Given the circumstances, it was a professional field autopsy.
First, how did it go? I read that. What now?
I need a copy of that autopsy form. Then I will drive him to Faubourg.
Rip out a copy of the autopsy pages.
For processing.
He looks at the dead man one more time, then at the slip of red paper in his hand, then at the corpse again. Composure. You tilt your head, also looking at the corpse. Try to remove the dead man's boots. Let's see. Search the body one more time, thoroughly. -1. Established probable cause. Let's bag him. Take him away. Let the lieutenant take the body away without further examination. Try to remove the boots. Leave. Let's see. I want to steal the boots, but I have to wait for Kim to leave. Or go to bed. And then I come out and I'll try to steal the boots off of his body. Because if he packs up the body now, I don't get the boots. Let's see, it's 21:40. Let's see, I could probably do something else. I guess I can talk to the people over here before I check out for the night. Jump Jams, a popular misc magazine. A glossy magazine. Most able-bodied men. The issue hosts... I couldn't read all that. That's...
Welcome to Rivachol.
Racist lorry driver. The remark isn't addressed to you. It's addressed to the lieutenant. Why are you addressing my partner like that? Hey, I know Rivachol. That's where we are. Never mind. Let's keep moving.
Don't you welcome to Revachol me. My grandfather came here from a 3,000-year-old racist isolationist culture, while your ancestors came to this island a mere 300 years ago. Every school of thought and government has failed in the city, but I love it nonetheless. It belongs to me as much as it belongs to you.
You tell him. What's happening? You sound angry, Kim. Say nothing. You tell him.
It's men like you who keep Revachol divided, making it that much harder for everyone to climb out of this post-war limbo.
Rhetoric. What he means is, fixation on the Revacholian nation makes it harder for Revachol to actually attain self-determination. He's right. You're undermining our best shot at real self-determination. Stop ripping into this guy. He's just really proud of being Revacholian. Limbo. What's going on here? Okay, I don't want to deal with this.
Oh, come on, man. I just said, welcome to Revachol. It's a lorry driver thing.
I know exactly what you meant. You think my kind doesn't belong here, that I should watch myself and behave. But you see, I'm an officer of the RCM. It's actually my job to make sure you behave. I would advise you to remember that.
Silence. The air between them becomes tense. Esprit de corps. Your partner needs backup. Now's your moment to shine. Fucking A, Kim. I've got your back. Give the lieutenant a punch on the shoulder. Well, I think we all learned something here. Smile at the lorryman. Now that that's settled, we have a couple of questions.
You two make a cute couple. You know that?
The lorryman spits. The lieutenant exhales and resumes his regular calmness. Now that that's settled, we have some questions.
Whatever you say, officers.
I found this mug in the trash. Show it to the man. Yours? What was that argument all about? What are you hauling? You're a lorryman, right? What's your stance on drugs?
Oh, not much anymore. I'm here to pick up some cargo, but the dock workers are on strike, so it's a sit and wait on your ass situation.
Wait, how long has this been going on then? What kind of cargo are you supposed to pick up?
Apples.
Rhetoric. Apples is exactly the kind of thing you'd say if you had something to hide. Sounds like a cover story to me. Apples. Fair enough, I got some other questions.
Look, as detective, I come from a long line of lorrymen. We got ancient rights and privileges.
He loses his patience for explaining it.
Oh, I'm here to pick up a load of fucking apples, man. Just regular, Koiko picked apples.
Rhetoric. Koiko may be another derogative. For a person from Grod, you think? Oh, so they grow apples in Grod. Yeah, that's right. I wasn't really that interested in your cargo anyway.
Yep, it's one of their main exports. They grow him down South Yekokata. A beautiful place. Got great scenic vistas.
Encyclopedia. In fact, Yekokata is a desolate wasteland whose name literally translates to Zone of Ecological Catastrophe. It features no scenic vistas and supports virtually no plant or animal life. Yekokata is not in the south, and they definitely don't grow apples there. You keep saying koikos. What does that actually mean? Actually, I'm not interested.
Yeah? Says who?
It's literally in the name. Zone of Ecological Catastrophe.
Then, I guess they grow apples somewhere else. You can never really tell with those koikos. They're everywhere, except their own homes.
You keep saying koikos.
He means the people living in Grad.
Yeah, you know, Gradniks, Gradvolk. Those degenerates from Grad.
Okay, but why the word koiko? Oh, so it's an ethnic slur.
Hey, if the name and description fit by the very grace of nature, who am I to say otherwise?
So, can I see the apples? Apples, then. From Grodd. Right, sure. Hungry for apples?
Did you miss the part where I said they aren't here yet? Besides, even if I did have some, I wouldn't go putting my nose in them, huh?
He looks at you with a strange glint in his eyes. Rhetoric, relax. You've got all you can get here. He probably doesn't even know what he's hauling. Even if it is something unsavory, so he'd remain unaccountable. Said something about the rights and privileges of lorrymen.
Oh yeah, they're a big deal. My great-grandfather was a carter, had a royal license and everything. We've tried to hold on to our privileges.
Hold on. What's a carter? And that's a privilege?
Someone with a cart. What did you think it was? That's how deep into history our thing reaches, before machines.
So he was a garbage man?
Not at all. We are part of a guild and everything, huh? It's very ancient, very prestigious.
So you're in a carter's guild. So it's a kind of union.
Hell no. It's a guild. Invitation only. Unions work for the rich fucks. They're basically the same. Been trying to fuck us out of our heritage in the name of profit, but you can't replace experience. Trusting street thugs with their goods is going to fuck them right up the ass. Mark my words. Generations of practice ain't no laughing matter.
You're a lordman, right? What's your stance on drugs?
Drugs? They're shit, man. I don't let anything pollute my body.
He takes a drag on his cigarette. Why not?
You know where that shit comes from? Sarah Miriza, Safre, Ilmara. They take the money from our local junkies here and then use it to outcompete us in the manufacturing sector. They know they can't beat us in a fair fight, so they have to get us to weaken ourselves somehow. It's racial sabotage, racial economic sabotage.
The irony is thick. Yeah, my mom is the same way. She'll be like, "Oh, I don't want to eat that. It's really unhealthy for me." And, like, smokes like half a pack a day. Like, perhaps it's good to agree to get him talking. Hold on, but they make Al Ghul alcohol in Ilmara too. I was told they do. So, I take it you're not smuggling drugs out of Martinez. Listen, I agree. It's our responsibility to keep this poison off the streets of Revachol, right? That's all I need to know. Now, let me ask you something else. He eyes you warily, unsure how to respond. This goes on for about 2 seconds, then. Suggestion. Damn. It didn't work. You should have signaled you're a nationalist before.
I don't know shit. And if I did, I wouldn't tell you.
He puffs on his cigarette. So, why are you still hanging around here? Most of the other lorrymen have left.
What do you think? I can't leave the lorry unguarded. Stuff's been getting looted lately. It's those little kips sneaking on at night. If they touch my stuff, the bosses will be on my ass like ass cancer.
If it's not you, then who's running drugs at a Terminal B?
Isn't it obvious? Fucking Sealang, that beady-eyed South Samaran. His little side business is a scam. I wouldn't be surprised if he was peddling drugs as well.
Who's that?
He's a Samaran guy who likes to pretend he's some kind of businessman. Really, he's just selling his employer stuff. Stuff he stole after he broke the seals on his Humanox lorry.
Where do I find him?
Just follow the smell. It smells like apricot and oil when you're nearby.
Yes, yes. Where is he?
Looks like I offended your partner there. Too bad. Sea Lang's usually a little bit south of here, near the canal. You can't miss him. Just watch yourselves. His tribe are natural liars. It's in their blood. He's your man, all right. 100%.
I wouldn't be so sure about it. Not until we've heard what Sea Lang himself has to say.
Guess we need to pay Sea Lang a visit then.
Guess so.
Alright. I need to cash my giant novelty check.
Welcome to Frit. Feel free to look around or something. Everything is out on the shelves.
I already did this. Let's proceed. Some questions for you.
Okay. I'm not really supposed to be chatting to anyone, but...
I need to exchange this novelty check for cash. Give her the novelty check and gain 25 real.
Wow. I didn't know you worked for the union, sir.
She rolls up the giant novelty check. Looks like she's seen it before, and slips it under the counter.
Anything else I can do for you?
Rhetoric. No, you don't work for the union. The union works for you, by supplying you with cash. Can you tell me anything about the dead body? Can you tell me anything about this reality we're in? I doubt that's going to go anywhere. Yellow roses, dozens of them, tulips. Oh, Kim has something to say here.
We should think about calling it a day, maybe. The nights are still miserably cold this time of year.
I haven't paid the cafeteria for the damages yet.
You should take care of that, then.
I think I have the money now. This is money, right? Show him real bills.
I'll also take a room at the Whirling. One cannot get much closer to the crime scene.
Let me process my garbage. Gained real. Let's see. Can I do anything else before I do that? I guess not. I've done pretty much everything you can do on day one, and I can just do the other stuff later. Oh, this is open. Oh yeah, I guess I can go in here and look around. The dishes are drying. The smell of chemicals and pine trees. The aroma of spices, alcohol, and tomatoes hangs in the air. Blue door. You see a heavy steel door with a prominent dimple lock. It's painted blue. Island Empire. You immediately feel drawn to the color. Blue is for mystery. Touch the door. The cobalt blue surface feels rough to touch. The stainless steel door is flush with its frame on every side. Interfacing old cobalt paint, rough on the fingers. 40, 50 years since this was painted, maybe. Try to push on the door. The door does not budge. I wonder where this door leads.
You do? It's a door in the back of the kitchen. Why do you care where it leads?
I'm drawn to its cobalt blue. It's part of the whirling in rags. There's something about this place that makes me want to know. Out of duty, we may find something pertinent to the investigation. You're right. It's not important. Let's go.
Yes. I suppose it's worth seeing if we can get in. Just to be thorough. As a side investigation.
Yes, a mini side investigation. No, the door is a mega investigation. The door and the main investigation will merge into a stereo investigation.
If you say so, Gart is the person to ask about this. The cafeteria manager.
Can I help you?
Here's your trash container key.
Thanks. I hope you found what you were looking for.
I found the victim's clothes. Just trash.
How strange. I certainly didn't put them there.
Maybe you don't remember putting them there. Maybe you were sleepwalking or in a fugue state. Could someone on your staff have put them there? Who else has keys to the trash container?
Sylvie had the keys before I got here, and I can vouch for her. I can vouch for all my staff. None of us would tamper with the crime scene.
Who else has keys?
The trash collection service, CS Municipal. I don't see why they would put anything in the trash, though.
Ah, the elusive CS Municipal. I doubt we'll be able to track down who was sent here last and when. This will have to be one of those little threats that solves itself down the road. Thank you anyway.
Thanks. Let's talk about something else.
Yes?
So about the money I owe, I've seen something here at the Whirling Cart. A thing I need to talk about. I talked to Sylvie. She left because of me, not you. By the way, I'm going to sing karaoke.
Wait, what? But what about the bird?
The bird?
Yes, the bird. I found it
Bird
lying
is the
on
word?
floor with a broken wing the morning she left.
She didn't break it, I did. I threw it against the wall. She said it was just an accident. Oh no, I'll be honest.
You broke the skewer!
His face is flushed with emotions. A rash covers his neck.
I assure you it was him.
Why on earth did you have to break the skewer?
It's a mystery. You tell me. I just break things. It's the way I am. Maybe I have a vendetta against it. You tell me.
I can't believe it. I was so sure it was Sylvie. Even worse, I thought she was trying to send me a message. Symbol of hope and all.
Conceptualization. A tender type of hope. Something stirs in you. Perhaps this is why you broke it.
All right. Did she say anything else? About me, you know? Did she say anything about me?
She said she was flattered. It was just bad timing. She said that you're nice, but also her employer. I mean, come on, the power vertical here. Shake your head. No, we didn't really talk about you.
Really? I should give her a call then.
The man doesn't know what to say. He wipes his brow and stares at the counter.
Thanks, I guess. Was there anything else you wanted, or...?
By the way, I'm gonna sing karaoke.
Absolutely out of the question.
Island Empire. Absolutely in the question. First, we find a sad banger. Then, we sing this place to shit. Drama. Your body's ready, sire. So, about that money I owe. I gotta talk about the door. I saw a sign that said the mess hall is reserved for the Union.
Yes, not the whole damn Union, thank God. The nastiest and loudest faction.
Sad bangers, my favorite genre.
They come here in the evenings. Dumb, unruly types. Think they're big shit. But they're good customers. They place big orders and always pay on time.
We should find out who this Lord faction is, occupying the booth. Loudness means talkative, and we need info.
How do we find them?
We don't. We have to wait. They'll show up sooner or later. Men get hungry, even men on strike.
Reaction speed. You glance at the clock on the wall behind the manager. Ha. It's after 1600, the sign said. Reserved, starting 1600. Why isn't anyone in the mess hall? Hold your peace. Best not to nitpick.
Good question.
He turns to the cafeteria manager.
They're probably getting drunk or protesting something somewhere, or laying low after the, lynching.
Why is that?
They probably fucking killed that guy or something, and that's why.
I have a feeling we'll make their acquaintance sooner or later.
There's a mysterious blue steel door in the back of the kitchen.
Oh, yes, that door, sure. There's nothing mysterious about it. It's just a door.
Do you know what's behind it? Do you have... Okay then, never mind.
No, I don't have a key. I don't know how to get there. And I don't care either. It's not like I've been wondering about it for 10 years. It's just a frit warehouse, probably. Or some boring storage space with a bunch of old junk and dust. Junk and dust.
He runs his fingers across the counter to check for dirt. Composure. He's attempting to maintain an air of indifference. It's absolutely not convincing. I think you'd like to know what's back there. Let him pretend he's indifferent.
Fine, okay, a little. But my job doesn't leave me time for wondering about one locked door in one of the cafeterias I manage. So, I haven't opened it. I have cleaned the whole place 100 times over, though, after the animals. And I haven't found a key, so good luck with that.
Okay, there's something
What?
else. Reaction speed. By the way, you should come back to this thing-based questionnaire if you see anything interesting in the whirling later. So about that money, well, let me leave first to make a save. In case there's a skill check or something. And it fucks up catastrophically.
Can I help you? Yes, have you got it?
I have your money. How much do I owe you again?
For the room, 60 real.
I have your money.
Well?
He glares at you suspiciously. Here is 60 real. Slam bills down on the counter. I hope you choke on it. Here it is. Sorry for the trouble.
Great. Thank you, officer. That's all I wanted. Payment for services rendered. If you continue to stay here, I just ask that you please pay your nightly bill in advance starting tomorrow. I'll unlock the electronic lock to your room. All the doors lock automatically at 9 p.m. Please pay for each night in advance starting tomorrow. 20 real per night.
I'll take a room here too.
He opens his wallet.
Of course. Always happy to have officers from the RCM as guests. Anything else I can do for you?
And goodbye. Let's see, I got a skill point. Should I make another thought cabinet, maybe? Yeah, I'll do that. Oh, and also I should probably forget this. Oh, do I need to forget it now? Let's see. Yeah, I'll do that. Okay, don't have any. I want to steal the boots, so I think I just go to the door. Let's see. This is the door to your room, redecorated. Good night, Lieutenant.
Just a moment. We should talk about our progress on the investigation. Let's go out to the balcony.
All right, let's go. The air outside is brisk. The lieutenant is silent for a moment. He listens to the traffic hum. Then...
Now then, we should talk about the investigation. But I also feel you're a bit hazy on the RCM. Our role here, our rights, our jurisdiction, basically.
Let's see. I didn't know you smoked, Kim. How did you think today went? So, what are our powers exactly, the RCM? Say nothing, just look into the night.
I have a cigarette every night when I go over my notes. It's something of a ritual.
Electrochemistry. Oh man, he looks so devastatingly cool with that cigarette. I think I might want to pick up smoking. Do you have any more cigarettes? How did you get so cool, Kim? Right then, the debrief.
You mean this? This isn't cool. It's an unnecessary trial of will, and unhealthy.
The light of a cigarette illuminates a fleeting smile. Volition. Keep the habit within parameters. Keeping the habit within parameters he's given himself takes a lot of focus. It would be easier to simply quit. Composure. Yet, were he to quit, he would lose his cool factor. This man relishes his cool quite a bit. Below it all.
Yes, it's been a long and eventful day.
How do you think today went?
Well, we inspected the victim's body, so that's good. It was not easily approachable in that state, but we did it. I would say our initial inspection was very thorough, and we have solid leads to follow up on. Then you shot the body down, which was quite a shot.
Damn straight, I'm a sharpshooting cop. It was nothing, really. I was just doing my job. I was inspired by your confidence in me, Kim. I just can't wait to shoot more shit. I think I was born with a gun in my hands.
I admit I wasn't sure whether I should give you the gun, but I'm glad I did. Your shot enabled us to perform a field autopsy on the victim. We found some things we can really work with. I still feel like we're missing something, but we performed a thorough search of the premises of the crime scene. That's great.
Island Empire. He's right. You could smell it. That's something missing, even under the overpowering odor of the corpse.
Now, as for interviews, my list of people to talk to here in Martinez, I mean.
That's my forte. Unlike most cops, I understand how important communication is in our line of work. The initial interviews. Yes, well, we talked to some people. I wish we didn't have to do any of the interviews. People are treacherous.
Including Everard Clare, a daunting adversary.
Rhetoric. He's not saying much on the matter because he thinks you could have gotten more out of Everett. I'm sure I can get him to tell us more. He's a tough cookie, that one. I'm a little bit intimidated by him, honestly. He has stuff on me. He purses his lips. Rhetoric. If Kim is emphasizing something this much, it really must be important. Oh, the music has some. Sometimes it just stops and then it'll start up in a little bit, but yeah, sometimes the music just kind of cuts out. I don't like to waste time. You know, my mind moves fast. The rest has to try to keep up. I'm training for a long distance run. I want to raise money for charity. He's just in this like went mute. Dramatic. Dramatic pause in the music. Yeah, that's just how we roll in Precinct 41. I don't know why I do the things I do, Lieutenant Kutsuragi. That's how we roll. Oh no! Oh. The audio cut out. Hold on. I see. Well, you were right, the music did cut out. But my audio completely shut off. Hold on. I need to fix it. Okay, let's see. This.
Nice shoes, by the
There
way.
we go.
I like
Okay,
the green.
you were right. The
Goes with
music
the
did cut out, but there now his voice did also. It just cut off the audio completely. Thank you for telling me. Yeah, he just all he said was I don't know where it cut off, but he was just talking about the day and that our interviews. We interviewed some people. It went okay. That's pretty much it so far. So what are our powers exactly? The RCM.
They're quite limited, actually. The power officers of the Revachol Citizens Militia exercise most frequently is imposing fines of up to 1,000 real for offenses, in accordance with an interdepartmental schedule.
1,000? Why not more? Why take the... Wouldn't that be easy power to abuse? Okay, what else?
Yes, although indirectly, as citizens can always request records from...
Oh, okay, he didn't really say anything important after that. He just said, yeah, we went around and we talked to a bunch of people. We talked to Everett, we talked to Joyce, and they didn't give us any good information. They just sent us on a bunch of side quests that we have to to complete before they'll give us any more information.
Officers of the RCM have been known to take bribes of less than the prescribed fine amount. It undermines trust in the RCM.
1,000? Why not more?
The RCM's primary role is to ensure safety. We are not really supposed to play any part in the economic structure of Revachol.
Okay, what else?
We can arrest people, of course, but rather than bringing someone in directly, it's preferable to serve a station call slip. It prevents confusion and overcrowding.
Wait, how can we be sure the arrestee will show up?
You can't. Those who don't show up become fugitives, though, and have fewer legal rights when they are eventually caught. It's about power projection. Thus far, they seem to mostly show up.
I see. And if someone resists?
As you may have gathered from the fact that we are expected to carry a record of our kills, like the one in your watermarks, we are permitted to use whatever force is necessary, and strongly admonished not to abuse that power.
Wait, so if I kill someone while on duty, what happens to the people we convict? And who makes all these rules? The coalition government?
You have to supply compelling evidence for why it was necessary to use lethal force. In these cases, your partner is usually your witness. Not a good position to be in, by the way. Internal Affairs handles these cases thoroughly, by cross-examining you for inconsistencies. It is hard to cover for anyone, which is for the best.
What happens to the people we convict?
We don't convict. We arrest and send them to coalition government courts in Couron and La Delta. The prosecution works off our testimonies and records, which is why it's paramount to keep them.
And who makes all the rules?
Yes, the international community's mission in Revachol, and the moral intern more broadly. The RCM was formed by the coalition government to restore order in the international zone after the revolution. So we did. Now we attempt to maintain that order. No more, no less. Or perhaps it is better to say we were allowed to form. It's a point of contention whether the citizens of Revachol or the coalition government founded the RCM.
Let's say it was the citizens of Revachol. Let's say it was the coalition government. Say nothing.
Be sentimental if you like. Either way, the Moralinton leases us the right to keep the peace in this city, and they will take it away if we misuse it.
Rhetoric. Or if they think you do. The Moral Intern, what is it?
The Moralists International are the world's largest political organization. You know who they are. They have been running this place after the revolution failed.
And if I didn't know, how would you describe them? I really don't know. That's how bad it is in here. Point to your head.
Okay. There are a union of center-left and center-right parties across the Real Belt. Our coalition government is just one of its many projects. They also run the ICP, EPIS, most intergovernmental organizations in the world.
What do they believe in? What is their symbol? What do you think of them?
What do they believe in? They are Dolorians. They believe they continue the humanist project set forth by Her Innocence Dolores Day 4 centuries ago. Others say they are just technocrats.
Rhetoric. Those others say they continue the humanist project set forth by Dolores Day. What is their symbol?
Interesting question. It's a blue forget-me-not. Their motto is love, compassion, self-discipline. I think you can gauge what they want you to think of them from that.
Live, laugh, love. Something kind and usual. Logic. Something almost self-explanatory. Island Empire. Something ominous. Who was Dolores Day?
A historic figure? The author of the modern age? You will have to look elsewhere for opinions. The subject of humanism is too abstract for me.
What do you think of them?
The Moral Intern are a fact. I try not to have opinions on facts until they change. And it doesn't look like that's about to happen.
I have an opinion on the Moral Intern.
Do you?
The lieutenant arches his brow and then pulls on his cigarette. It's a slim white thing in his fingers. Things are bad out there. Point to the city. We need them here. Give us the right to police Revachol. They've done an awful job here. How have you seen this place? This isn't humanism. We are stooges of the world's biggest bourgeois organization, protecting bourgeois rights. Mutter silently. Mutter silently. Immigrants, liberal kimps, fucking men are turning into women. On second thought, I don't have an opinion. Forget about it. The bourgeois.
No, we are stooges of the world's biggest bourgeois organization, protecting the people of Revachol. That's the hand we were dealt. Without the MI, we would be common vigilantes.
Actually, vigilantes is okay with me. Yeah, vigilantes sounds bad. And maybe we should make our own law. Make our own
like
law.
a revolutionary, not a cop. But hypothetical aside, in Martinez we already are vigilantes. At least the Union thinks so. I expect our job here to prove quite challenging.
Say nothing. Look into the night. Thank you for this.
Yeah, it's getting very cold now. Let's go.
I want to steal the boots, so I'm gonna see if I can do that. See you in the morning. Yep, I'm totally going to bed. Bye. Oh no, I'm gonna steal them in front of Kuno. Try to remove the dead man's boots. The body is reluctant to let go of the boots, as though they were its last bit of dignity.
Wow. Kuno's little sneak pig's back for the booty.
Yeah, fuck it to pieces for us, liar cop.
Pull on the right boot. Let's see. It's not completely useless. You're able to reveal a little more of the putrid polymer's sock beneath the boot. Pull on the left boot. It feels like the leg is going to come off along with the boot, but you're able to get the boot to move a few centimeters or two. Interfacing. Just relax. This is easy. This is happening. Pick up the body and try to shake the boots off. Step on the corpse as you pull the boot. Try to twist the boot off one by one. It's heavier than you'd think. You're forced to drop it back down immediately. The corpse lands on the ground with a nauseating thud, looking even sadder than before. Physical instrument. Damn, you're out of shape. In your defense, the corpse was quite slippery. Step on the corpse. Something cracks in the left leg. It really is about to come off. The leg, I mean, not the boot. Twist off the boot one by one. Let's see. This is the right method. It takes some time, but eventually the boot comes off, with nasty slices of polymer, socks stuck to even bigger pieces of skin and rotting flesh.
Look, he's skinning the fucker up good. Puka style.
Hell, keep at it, pig.
Take stock of the damage. The legs look like they've been clawed at by wild animals. As for the boots, you can't possibly do anything with them until you have cleaned and disinfected them thoroughly. Yes, these absolutely need to be washed before the stink is incredible. Reaction speed. Didn't the whirling have a kitchen?
Jamais vu. Derealization. Jamais vu. The opposite of déjà vu. Not already seen, but never seen. Everything that should be familiar appears strange and new, like some half-forgotten day in your childhood. Only now. That's the feeling you've been having. And for who knows how long. You should go and ask Joyce Messier about this. What world are we in? This is a fundamental question.
Alright, what did that give me? Bonuses from the thought, +1 XP every time for every orb clicked. All intellect learning caps raised by 1. Okay. Oh yeah, I got the boot. I can read the boot description. What? Oh wait, are they not in the... Oh, there they are. Oh, I know that's not them. Where are they? Oh, they're interactable, okay. Boots with rotting flesh. These boots were probably left on the corpse because they were impossible to pull off while it was hanging. They're not exactly pleasant to look at right now, much less smell. Hopefully soon you'll know more about them. Will I ever be able to wear them? Isn't there a saying about walking in another man's shoes? The size seems about right, once you get the foul-smelling flesh gunk out. You've seen too much to be that naive. Even if you don't remember it, you'll never know what it was like to be him. Industrial stove. This industrial gas-powered stove has been used to prepare food for many hungry hostel guests. There are several pots and pans on hand. Check out the cookware. Check out the cleaning supplies. Master Chef out. A commercial pot draws your attention. It's very large, gigantic even. It could be used to make enough stew to feed an entire city, and also to boil a putrid pair of death boots. Check out the cleaning supplies. There's a variety of soaps and bleaches in the cabinet. To the left of the stove, there is also a bottle of white vinegar in the cabinet next to the fridge. Logic. It's bad with those boots. Don't be stingy now. Soap. That's exactly what I need. Pour lots of dish soap into the pot. The boots are really disgusting. Pour some dish soap and the bottle of white vinegar into the pot. The delicious smells of cheap soap and vinegar waft up from the pot. All right now, chef. Light the stove up and boil them. Add water and the boots to the pot. Bring it all to a nice boil. The strong smell of vinegar forces you to step away from the pot. The water slowly comes to a boil. Wait. Strips of polymer fabric and human tissue separate from the lining of the boot. They float to the bubbling surface. Beautiful. Wait for some more. A 2-course dinner of rotting flesh and hardened ceramic. Wait some more. The boots look cleaner and cleaner. Those bits of human flesh are beginning to look cooked. You can smell it too. Perception smell. Just like beef stew. A little more. That's it, chef. The boots are as clean as they're going to get. Steam, dense with the smell of strange meat, disappears into the vent above the stove. Dump the sock and flesh stew, and examine your new boots. A pair of real beauties. The boots are shiny, hot, and reek of vinegar. Just perfect. Master Chef out. Fairweather T500 Greaves. +2 authority. Put your foot down. -1 composure. Shoes too big to fill. These greaves are light as feathers, and just a tad too big for you. But don't let that bother you. With these on, you look like some kind of future warrior. And they'll keep you safe if you accidentally shoot yourself in the foot. So worth it. Oh yeah, I can clean up I can take the beer bottles out of the room here. There we go. The bed is cold and not particularly inviting, but it's yours. The sheets look awful. Tutorial, the option to go to sleep becomes available every night after 2100. Roll in. The sheets feel at once coarse and clammy against your skin. The bed sags beneath the weight, your weight as you stretch out and finally close your eyes. And then, sleep doesn't come. But I want to sleep. Why? Obviously, you're in bed with your eyes closed, but it's not happening. Why? Maybe it's the bed's fault. Check the pillow. It's synthetic. Filling has separated into hard lumps. The pillowcase smells oddly. Check the blanket. It barely covers your toes, stretching over your soft belly. This is your body here, intimate and warm, breathing. Island Empire. Under your thrumming eyelids, you see a dizzying array of colors. You won't get off this carousel quite so easily. Roll over to the other side. It's a little better. Colors, scenes, and half-formed phrases still litter your mind. Part of you is still trying to solve the case, isn't it? Who killed him? Who? No more thoughts. Fall asleep now. Something to do with... What was it the lieutenant said? Union? And it's gone again. Your thoughts lost between the slowing brainwaves. No more thoughts. Fall asleep. Your breathing steadies. A great silence washes over you until your eyelids twitch in your sleep, and images start forming. Bloated corpse of a drunk. Do you remember the scent of your childhood? What is this? I remember nothing. I was born in a hospital where people usually go to die. What it says on the can, Harry. Answer the question. I remember nothing. Do you remember your wife's hand on your face? Tell me what this is. I'm not answering before you. Tell me who you are. You said, who? I left. I was left. You know who I am. I'm the bad day. The one where you ask her, and then later in the streets, wandering. It's the worst day of all time, Harry dear. It's coming. She will hear about it on the phone. Reality will turn into grotesque nightmares. This'll be the last thing you did to her. Tell me, do you remember the love of your life? Who? Do you remember the warmth of her thighs between her legs and in her mouth? I was left. That's right, funky baby. And you just stood there, one hand on the bottle and the other on your dick, watching her go. Let it all be dragged away from you. Tell me, where are your friends? Human beings have friends, Harry boy. Where the hell are yours? I can get it all back. I don't want to come back. No, it's gone. 3 times gone and never coming back. You failed. You failed me. You failed Elysium. What is Elysium? I've talked to you before. I can come back from this. Everything. The Pale and the Isolas. On the surface, the outer magnetosphere. Burning furious truth. 8,000 years of written history. You really dropped the ball, Harry. 4.6 billion people, and you failed every single one of them. You really fucked up. I've talked to you before. No, Harry. You were just talking to yourself. That's all you ever do. Even in your dreams. And the act is wearing thin. The spots of the disco ball fade around you. You'll be back in those cold snakeskins in no time. Sweating up the bed. Stinky boy. I can come back from this. You're not coming back from shit. Thrashing around in that high conductivity state of yours, bumping into things and acting like a clown. Who are you kidding? I'm trying to solve this case. My mind is tired and broken. Help me. You're trying to what? I can't hear you. This is just a weird dream, a word dream now. Jumbled up garbage. The pictures are gone. The bed rises to meet you. A thin, sleep-like state. More glass than velvet, grinding in your head. So something is wrong. Sleep shouldn't be this bad. This dry, this unnourishing. There's something wrong with your thoughts, some kind of new type of hangover. God, there's another type? What? No. Oh yes, party boy. And it's worse than the one before. Just think of the shit you saw. Here it comes, too. So soon already, a silent alarm goes off in your head, like clockwork, barely let you sleep at all. Time to get those clothes on, Harry. Time to go work in the shit factory. Electrochemistry. Good going, buddy. Oh my god, what the hell was that? I just had the most beautiful dream. Uplifting. Rejuvenating. Is that how it's going to be now when I close my eyes? Yes. Wait till you see the one with the chick in it. It's gonna be a good one. You feel even worse this morning than you did that night. What chick? What the hell is going on with me? You mean, why are you so tired? Too tired and down to even think. It is worrying, isn't it? You can't be a detective like this. Detectives need to be able to think. Why is this happening? No, that's not it. Really, I feel super good. It's just that your heart has finally pumped all the speed out of your system, Buster. Time to get some more. Volition. You're too weak to say no now. Waking up is the worst part. Maybe somewhere down the line, you could decline. Wait, what is speed? I need to get some more of it. Then, detecting is my life, opt-in. No, I can't take this. I'm not going to go looking for speed. What is speed? Speed is a potent central nervous system stimulant. It keeps you propped up all day. Yesterday, despite your debilitating hangover. How else did you think you even got up from the floor? It's power, man. It's professionalism. It makes you feel like you're young again and ready to detect, ready to go to war against the world. No. Are you sure? Ready to live this as this pathetic shell of yourself for days, basically a week? Let's be honest, 2 weeks, maybe 3. You won't make it. Half the town will be dead by then. You will be fired. Who am I kidding? Of course I want some speed. That's a lie. I can do this without the speed. Half the town won't be dead. Opt out. Suit yourself, slow, sad shell man. See how you do without your spark. Okay, well, that's going to be it for me for tonight. Usually I go about 3 hours-ish. Alright, well, thank you very much for watching. I'll continue again, probably tomorrow, with some more. I think we get some, what is it? I'll do the bookstore thing tomorrow, I guess. And the dice maker. I don't know what else. Alright. Anyway, thank you for watching, and have a good night.